project that I just completed, changing the radiator hoses on your car. Of course, any project like this is awesome for the job well done, but if you take a look at me, it's been a long day and this is pretty painful. So my video is kind of designed to show you what's involved, and you can decide if you want to do it yourself. First off, what you want to look at is when your radiator hoses start bubbling up. I don't have the old hoses because they were tossed. One super important thing I learned is if they try to sell you these hoses without these little ends right here, you want to go somewhere else. This is also an end over here. So that's a huge problem. I just got done about 2 days fighting with this, and I figured out that it was the wrong parts. So a couple things you're going to do. You're going to remove this little filter that comes out over here. That just pinned in here, pretty much right under here. That slides right out. Then you're going to go ahead and undo the pan that's underneath your car. This is the way it's facing. This is the front of the car. You're going to do the 1, 2 screws over here, bolts over here, then 1, supposed to be 3, I'm missing 1 here on the side, and the 2 up here. That drops the pan. And the 2 hoses that I changed out, again, is right here. This tank comes off very, very easily. So it takes a while to get it back in there and make sure that it's as you can see, it's very, very close to that belt. So you want to make sure it's very secure and it doesn't go anywhere. What this involved is pulling this cable up here, popping out the 1, 2, 3, 4 clips, moving the filter out, removing this, pushing this back, and flipping this over the top. So I have plenty of room to work here. These type of connectors, and I'm going to show it to you. This one here on top has these little spring connectors. Let me find a better one. Had these little things up here. So the way it's supposed to work is they're pushed in. You push down all the way until it clicks. If you have to, and only if you have to, like that situation was right here. I really need to find someone with small hands that becomes a good friend of mine, because I had to pull it out like this, line it up perfectly, and then press down to lock them in place. Anyway, like I said, the huge thing over there is to make sure that you get the correct parts. That was my biggest problem. Down here, you can see, is also the temperature sensor, which I pulled out. The O-ring was replaced by my totally awesome mechanic friend. So he replaced that for me. Clean it off a little bit. And this pretty much, wipe it off. And what you do is you pretty much slide that right in here. I can see that through my hand here. I'm going to move my hand here in a second so you can see it like this. And then you just push down until it locks in place. You have to get a little bit of force. I don't know if you heard that little click. That's definitely what you want to hear. The connector for that is up here. I disconnected it. I'm going to route it back through there again. The camera down here, and you want to line it up like so. Get the one down here, right down there, and I'm going to push that down until it too clicks, where it makes full direct contact. Alright. Also notice this little plastic here. You see my exposed wiring, so I'm going to go ahead and replace that harness cover here. And now I got to keep it away from the blade, because this will get sucked in there and that'll be the end of that. So I got a harness cover that I'm going to put on here a little bit, and then I'm going to talk about how to actually get this thing to work. So the coolant I have is this one here. Oh yeah, I guess let me take a look underneath the car real quick too. Down here, the second blue thing, that'd be this one up here. Yeah, this one up here. This is actually the radiator reservoir. So what you want to do is you want to lay down the pan and have everything kind of drained into there. And you want to get it nice and snug. The other part that you can be attaching is, so there's the tank, and that part is right there. And now you're going to push the force, and there it goes. As soon as it clicks, it's in. Now, as far as the mixing, I'm not going to bore you with this, but this is what I'll be doing next. You want to open this up, and you want to pour in 50-50 of what's in there. That means 50% coolant, 50% water, distilled water if possible, regular water if you don't have it. At the end of this thing, attach everything. As always, this is one of those projects that does require a little bit of time. It's up to you if you want to take it on or not. For me, it's definitely a job well done, and I enjoyed it. I'll let you know how it turned out. On top, back here, is a set screw. This is the one here. What we'll be doing is whenever we do the fill up, we're going to pop this thing out as we fill to get all the air bubbles out of this thing. And my mechanic said fill it to the rim. So that's what we're going to do. After that, we're going to attach the bottom piece and the filter. We'll run it for a while to make sure everything is good. We'll have accountability of all our parts, because this is definitely an interesting experience. Anyway guys, this is just a quick overview. There's no way in the world I could actually take you through the repair step by step. That'd be rather difficult and very long. Anyway, if you guys have any questions on anything, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.